It's Ryan Fowler with Tide 102.9, and we're talking to running backs coach Burton Burns. Coach, let me just start off and talk about this week as far as practice intensity. Nick Saban just seemed to be, I don't know, another level. You guys see that every day. Maybe that's typical, but it just seemed a little different energy inside this building for the last couple of days.
Well, I mean, I think every day we try to, maintain a routine, and Nick does a great job of establishing, what it takes to play winning football, quite simply, And a lot of it starts with practice, it's preparation, and you got to prepare the right kind of way, all right, to get what you want on Saturday. So, I just think that, it's no different than the other week for us. Really, it's not. As far as following that routine of preparation, practicing, getting guys to understand, how they need to work to be ready for the games on Saturday.
Talked to a lot of players. Obviously, I've asked Coach Saban about this, but the pressure at Alabama is unique. The fan base obviously now expects every year is going to be a national championship. It's not that easy, but you guys have sort of made it look a little bit easier. 4 out of the 7. You've got a chance if you're able to beat Washington, you can go and possibly play for 5 out of the state. Does that pressure get to a coach? Is that something you think about, that the margin of error is so small that pressure of winning a national title every year?
I think when you stick to the base fundamentals of doing things a certain way, and you kind of have that structure, and you trust that structure every day, then you just don't get caught up in all the outside factors. You just stay locked in on, you got to do A, B, C, all right, 1, 2, 3, and if you just focus on that, which we try to get our players to do every day, focus on those things. Don't worry about things that you can't control. So, Coach Saban has established a very good plan, the way he set up his programs. So we try to just maintain that on a daily basis.
You see Nick Saban, you've been with him for, how many years have you been with Coach Saban?
10 years.
Okay.
10 years.
So let me ask you, do you see, at his age, is it the same as what it was 10 years ago? The energy level, the intensity, the attention to detail?
Well, to me, it hasn't changed. It's business as usual. Coach is a very competitive person by nature, anyway. So, and again, what we're doing. The routine is going to be the routine. So, the expectations of what you do daily, as opposed to expectations of what's going to happen down the road. So we just kind of follow the script, basically.
I know I'm not able to talk about specific recruiting. I'd like to ask you, what is it that makes you such a great recruiter?
I think all good recruiters have great communication skills. They're people, they enjoy talking and meeting different people. And I got to say that, I know with my dad, I learned a lot of that from him. He never met a stranger, and I tried to, just learn from that. And then when I go out and talk to people, and people are, everybody want to feel good about themselves, and like all of us. So, you just try to have a normal people conversation with them, and just be yourself, and we have a great product to sell, so it's enjoyable. It's just like anybody else going out, and like you're doing today. You're meeting a lot of people, so it's just keeping it simple and keeping it the way it was expected to be, as far as meeting different people and getting excited about the potential of their child having a great opportunity here.
Coach, let me ask you about Bo Scarborough. Being a local product, certainly there's a lot of ties back to the Tuscaloosa area. They're pulling for him. Is he playing his best ball as of late?
Well, I think the key thing for all our guys, including Bo, is that they're bought into understanding that every day is a new opportunity to develop. They're learning more. These guys are getting to experience different things every day at practice. They get more playing time, more playing experience in games, so they learn how to play a little better. And I think that's what you see with Bo, as well as Damian and Josh. Those guys are coming into this year. It's been the first time in a while that we didn't have anybody coming back with significant playing experience. So these guys kind of had to do it from scratch. And I think what you see with Boy in particular is that he's gotten better every week at understanding, you know, what it takes to play at this level. It's not that he stopped being a really good running back. You know, he's always been a good running back. You know, he's just learning different ways of using that skill level.
What do you see in Washington's defense?
Very well coached team, fundamentally sound, big, strong, athletic. You know, very good, very well coached team. You know, a team that don't make very many mistakes. So, you know, we got to follow our routine and make sure that we fundamentally sound in doing our jobs.